Hi guys, so in this video we're going to replace the LCD of the Samsung A32 5G. So I ordered online and I chose the one with frame. So I also added the glue, you need this glue, to attach the housing back. It should be available in the store. Then it's inclusive of these small tools. Inside the box there is a card for the tips and reminders that this is only for professional. You have to test it first and any damage during the installation, they are not responsible for it. So now, let's see the LCD that I ordered. So as I mentioned, I ordered the one with frame because last time I ordered LCD only. So as you can see, this is for A32 6B. That's the model of the A32 5G. You need to be careful if you are ordering online because there are LCD that is not compatible in Android phone in Asia. So this time I ordered the one with frame because I think it will be easier to install. Unlike the other one without frame, it's hard to install because you have to remove the LCD from the frame using a heat gun. And I also want to have a new frame for my smartphone. So this is my Samsung A32 5G. As you can see, the LCD is already broken because this is no longer the original LCD. I already replaced the LCD with the one without frame which I purchased in the same store. So now I just ordered the one with frame because I'm thinking it will be easier to install. And this is the original LCD of my A32 5G and this is manufactured by Samsung. The one that I'm ordering are all class A because it's cheaper. But as a consequence, it will not be as hard as the original. The original is not working anymore because it got wet when when I took a picture under the falls. It's in my pocket. So when you buy LCD, make sure you will buy the same model. Sometimes you need to open the phone before ordering the LCD just to make sure that you are choosing a compatible one. However, the fake one still have different circuit and parts from the original one. So if you have a budget, just order the original LCD from a trusted store. The cost might be higher, probably around times 4 or 5 of the fake one, but the quality is good and you have the best LCD. But of course, it depends on how you take care of your phone. And if you are thinking to buy original LCD, I guess it's better to buy a new phone. Yeah, just add a little money and you have a brand new phone. So, as you can see, this is the LCD that I used before. Same LCD without frame, and it's a class A. So it lasts for almost 2 years, and now it's broken. Yeah, when you have a little one. But don't blame the kids. And this is the original LCD and the one with frame that I just ordered online. So as you can see, the original LCD looks really good, but it's not working anymore. You can see some reflections because of the water. Yeah, yeah, you can see that. And there are some marks. So it's totally black. If I install it, it's just black. I can't do anything. Yeah. And now let's replace it with this one. And I hope this will last longer than the other one. So I ordered the one with frame. As I mentioned, I don't want to remove the LCD anymore from the frame. And I want a new frame without any scratches. And it's really hard to remove the LCD from your smartphone. You will be needing this one, the suction cup. And you have this glue that we need to. So let's start. If this is the first time that you will open your smartphone, you will need a blower or a heat gun to heat up the housing so you can easily remove it because the adhesive holds strong. Unlike in my case, since I already opened it before and the new adhesive or the glue does not hold stronger than the original. So I just need a pick to remove it. Then you will be needing a screwdriver. Although the one I ordered have small tools, I prefer using my own with magnet because these screws are very small. You might lose it, and it has 18 screws, I think. Yeah, but it depends on what type of Android phone you are repairing. So in my case, it has a lot of screws. So let's remove it first. Guys, I'm not a professional in this field, but you can follow this if you also want to do DIYs. And it's better if you will use gloves to avoid, electrostatic discharge to damage your phone because, we have electricity in our body. Then make sure to remove the SIM or the memory card before removing the frame. So in order to detach the frame, you just need a pick or something soft that will push it. Do not use a blade or knife or any metal object because it will damage your frame. So just need a plastic one. Just need to push it and remove the frame from the LCD. Once you remove the first frame, you also need to remove this flex that is attached in your phone. So it's the battery, the LCD, and the switch, the power switch button. You need to remove it first. Then after that, you need to remove the board. So there's another two screws that you need to remove first. Then you need to be careful in touching the board because you have electrostatic discharge as I mentioned. So do not touch it to avoid the shortage because it may damage the circuit. And lastly, the hardest part is the battery. It is hard to remove because it is attached in the housing. So I tried to use lubricant, but I think it does not work. In your case, maybe you can use a blower to heat it up, but I did not use anything. Just tried to pull it up until I got the battery without any damage. So do not use a metal or a very hard object in removing the battery. Just use the tools that is provided by the seller. It's fine. So after removing everything, you just need to attach it in your new frame, the LCD that you purchased, and that's it. You just need to transfer everything to the new frame. Unlike when you purchase the LCD only, you don't need to transfer several parts. You only need to transfer the LCD. But this time, since I ordered the one with frame, I transfer everything to the new frame. However, when you ordered LCD only, it will be challenging for you to remove the LCD from the original frame. As you can see, I also transferred the speaker and I use glue to attach it in the new frame. Then after that, I will also move the microphone because there's a microphone beside the front camera. So I successfully moved the speaker and the microphone. Next, we will transfer the board. This is the very important part of the Android phone. We will move it carefully as well. And that's it. You just need to screw it, then try to turn it on before fixing the frame or the housing. Make sure you attach everything and it's working before closing the housing because it will be hard if it's not working then you already screw it. You need to reopen it and check the problem. So let's finish it. So just try it first, and it's working. And since it's working, you can already continue closing it and attach the screws and then use the glue to fix the housing. And that's it. Just need to use the rubber bands or any clips to hold the housing. Just to make sure that the glue is attached well. So let it dry before removing the rubber band, maybe for an hour or 2 hours. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like to try it, then you can do it as well. I know you can make it. And lastly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright, thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.